Hi everyone, David here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back for another video. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing okay, just a little bit busy these days. Really hot as well. We're in the middle of summer. Got a nice short summer haircut, so hopefully I can cool down a bit. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these face-to-face intros with you, isn't it? So yeah, hope I haven't changed too much. Yeah, so recently I've uploaded a lot of videos from my trip to the UK. So I did one in my hometown. I did a little walk around London, little Westminster Bridge. What else? I walked around Singapore as well, lots of walking videos, because it's been a little bit hard to get enough time to make a big video. But hopefully, as you can also see, I've been trying to shuffle in some Japan videos. This is David in Osaka after all. So what did we see recently? I went to Kankuu. I showed you some video when I went there. And what else? I can't remember now, but there's a new video with Daiki coming soon, which is one of the lost videos I did with him about some American sweets, and yeah, more and more. So please subscribe, like this video. You'll get notified if you subscribe. Hit the bell, all that stuff. So anyway, today enough chatting away. I'm going to talk about Kansai International Airport. Now, COVID is kind of dying down, hopefully. So tourists are definitely coming back to Osaka. There's quite a lot of tourists around these days. So tourists need to fly in from other countries because Japan's an island. A lot of people fly into Tokyo, so they've got two big airports there. There's Haneda Airport and Narita Airport. Those are the two biggest airports in Japan. But this Kansai International Airport, or KIX for short, that's the airport code, KIX. That is the biggest airport in the Kansai area, and I believe it's the third biggest in Japan. At least before COVID it was anyway. These days it's all over the place, so who knows. So I'm going to show you basically how to get from the airport to Osaka and vice versa. Also take a look around, how can we use Terminal 1, Terminal 2 of Kansai Airport. You can have a look inside. I was lucky enough to be able to use both of these terminals recently. When I went to Niigata recently, there's a video for that, I used Terminal 2. And when I went back to England, I used Terminal 1, so you can see both sides. So yeah, I hope this is interesting. I'm going to show you my videos I've taken, and I'm going to talk over it, so don't worry, I'm not going to leave you alone. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, thank you, see you. Okay, so here we are at Terminal 1 arrivals. Let's imagine you've just got off the plane and reached Osaka finally, so you can get your bearings here if you want. If you really want to spend some money, we've got some gacha machines, and also I've got a Lawson. We've got a convenience store. You can get rehydrated if you need to, but probably you'll just want to get the train to Osaka. So go up to the second floor by the escalator, and this is where the trains are, and some hotels too if you need to stay there. And just a couple of minutes walk, we can get to the main train plaza. Well, this is like a central hub. I'm going to come back to this a little bit later when we start talking about the onward journey. But let's talk about Terminal 1 a little bit more first. Of course, you're probably going to be coming back here if you're leaving. So there are two terminals in Kansai Airport. So here's Terminal 1. Apparently the longest terminal in the world. So some interesting claim, but this handles most of the international traffic. There's a little bit of domestic as well. But there we go. It's quite a short walk as well. Like I said, only a couple of minutes, maybe if that, to Terminal 1. And yeah, here we are back where we started. But you probably don't need to stay around here. There's not much to do. So let's go to departures. The departure lounge is on the 4th floor, the top floor of this terminal building. And as you can imagine, for a big international terminal, it's very huge, cavernous, nice kind of aerofoil shaped roof as well. You can find your gates fairly easily. There's a lot of multilingual guidance as well, so you can find where you need to go on time. And if you've got plenty of time, you can go shopping as well. There's some duty-free shops, as you would expect. You can buy your cheap perfume, and go to Uniqlo as well. We've got a branch here, so if you need some last-minute clothing options, if you can't quite afford the Gucci, Tiffany's, Bulgari brand shops, you can always go to Uniqlo. But you can spend some big money here as well. And of course, this is Japan, so we need some souvenirs. We've got all sorts of souvenirs from all over Japan, little pouches and things like that. I don't know what those are. Of course, green tea sweets, we need those if you're going to buy any souvenirs, and even some Hokkaido sweets there. This is a Shiroi Koibito, kind of Hokkaido favorite. And a drugstore if you need your headache medication or you just want to fill up your bag with pills or whatever. Please be careful. And you can buy a traditional Japanese bento as well, a lunchbox for the plane if they're not feeding you nicely. You can get some nice Kobe beef lunchbox to make your other passengers feeling very jealous. And or if you just need your home comforts, there's a Starbucks too. You can buy your Starbucks merchandise from Japan. Oh, nice jacket. And the gates aren't actually kept in the same building, so you have to get the shuttle train over to Terminal 1 gates. Doesn't take very long, just takes a couple of minutes. There's one of the trains there. And that'll just take you all the way to the departure gates. There is a north and a south option here. I was going to the north ones. Only takes a couple of minutes on the train, so yeah, don't worry. I'll leave it plenty of time. So here's the north wing with its shops and cafes. You can read that yourself. So it's the last chance to get something to eat. There's a small bakery there. You can get some coffee and just get yourself refreshed. There's some lounges as well. And also a convenience store if you really want to pick up some of the slightly cheaper things. It was quite crowded though, and some very exhausted looking staff trying to speak English to everybody. Otherwise, just take a rest and get ready for your flight. You can see the bridge over to the mainland there, and there's the Rinku Tower, I think, in the back. So coming back from Terminal 2 now, let's switch our attention to there. That's the baggage claim. It's quite a sparse terminal, really. You can see there, not a lot to see. But this is the low-cost terminal, mostly domestic traffic. And it's also far away from the main station and Terminal 1, so you have to get the free shuttle bus. So we're waiting for that. It doesn't take very long. It takes about 5 minutes, let's say. Takes you across to the next island. And there we go, arriving at the main Aeroplaza. So Aeroplaza is a large building. It's got a hotel in there. A Hotel Aeroplaza. It's got a Hotel Nikko as well. And this walkway will take you back to the main train plaza. I'm saying plaza a lot, can't I? But very clean, very nice. Not much to see here. There's a little guardian robot kind of patrolling the area too. And this will take you back to, I think it's just the same clip again. This is taking you back to the main train plaza. So let's take a look at that in a moment. This is Terminal 2. If you are traveling within Japan, you might end up using this. It doesn't take very long to get onto this little travelator to the Aeroplaza building. Inside is quite sort of 90s modern, let's call it. Quite nice and airy. Reminds me of Milton Keynes, actually, my hometown. And you can see your gate information there. Leave plenty of time though. That's the way to get to the shuttle buses. There's not a lot to do here. A lot of things seem to have closed down. There used to be a Burger King and a few other places, but there's a convenience store, a few closed units, and some places to just sit down and have a bit of lunch if you need that. But otherwise, get on the shuttle bus. That'll take you to Terminal 2. That's the one I just got on the way back. And that'll take you there to the domestic terminal. Yeah, be careful. There is an international terminal there just for low-cost carriers. The biggest domestic carrier in Japan is called Peach. That's a low-cost, the biggest low-cost carrier anyway. So this is for the Peach terminal. So you can get yourself sorted there. Some souvenirs as well. But to keep costs down, they've made it quite sparse here. So there is a restaurant. This is kind of a last chance to get something to eat before you get your flight. There's a bit of a queue for this one, but it was quite nice. I got a nice katsudon. So, yeah, nothing amazing, but it was, fine for a few hours. And, of course, you can get your souvenirs as well. Got some nice strawberry things there. I don't know where they're from. You can get some yatsuhashi from Kyoto. You can get some other kind of sweets. I don't know what kind of sweets there are, but all sorts of areas in Japan, they sell their sweets there because this is one of those sort of domestic terminals. And quite a large, cavernous departures lounge as well. You can see that little kiddie play area. A lot of seating as well if you need it. Generally, you don't wait a long time in this area. This is not really like a transfer place. You can charge your phone though. And there's no tunnels to get you to the plane either, so you've got to walk across the airfield itself. But don't worry, it's nice and safe. That's the Peach airline I was going to take. I think this is when I went to Niigata. If it's raining, don't worry, they'll lend you some umbrellas as well. So you're not going to get wet. They'll take care of you at Kansai Airport. So let's take a look at this big train plaza. So one of the big places here is the kind of information reservation place. You can get your rail passes, you can buy your tickets. And there are two train lines that go to Osaka from Kansai Airport. There's Nankai, which will take you as far as Namba, which is in the south of Osaka. Or you can take the JR line, which will take you basically anywhere, but mostly to Tennoji and Osaka Station in Umeda, but onwards to Kyoto and Kobe and all these other places. And there's plenty of information to get tickets as well in English, so you can get some help there. This is for JR and also for Nankai. As you can see, that goes to various places too. That can go to Nara and Kobe, Kyoto as well. This is the JR gate, so you can see the JR network here. The little blue stub at the bottom left, that's Kansai Airport, and the big red ring in the middle, that's the Osaka Loop line. So I usually take the JR because it's more convenient for my house, but there we go. This is Kansai Airport Station, which will take you across the bridge. Of course, Kansai Airport's on an artificial island. That'll take you to Osaka in about an hour, and can drop you off at one of the big hub stations like Tennoji, which is on the Osaka Loop line, or onwards to Umeda. Now coming back to Kansai Airport from Osaka, again I'm using Tennoji station. That's convenient for me. But please be careful when you're getting the train, because if you're on the wrong half of the train, I think the front half will go to Kansai Airport, but the back half will stay. That's going to get uncoupled somewhere, so please be careful. Don't get on the wrong part of the train and get sent to Wakayama. And here we are at Kansai Airport Station. So this is the Nankai Rapid train. This is Limited Express. Very fancy. That'll take you to Namba. And also the JR train, which will get you back to the rest of Osaka if you need to. So I think that's everything. So it'll just all that remains is to take you back to the train plaza at the end. So please enjoy your safe trip and come to Kansai Airport soon. Hi, hope that was interesting. Thanks for watching up to this point. There's a few things I forgot to mention. I said the Aero Plaza was kind of 90s modern. That's because the whole place was built in 1994. The whole airport was open then. And it is technically in Osaka Prefecture. It's just right on the southern part of it. As you can see, one of the trains, the JR train from Osaka splits off, goes off to Wakayama. That's only a little bit further down the track. That'll go to Wakayama City. Yeah, Osaka Kansai International Airport is an Osaka airport, so definitely check that out. It's a little bit far out, so there's a bit of competition between Kansai Airport and Osaka International Airport, also known as Itami Airport. But I think recently most of the international traffic has gone towards Kansai Airport, so that will probably be the hub you'll use. Actually, by a bit of luck, I'm going to be taking a trip through Itami Airport in a few weeks. So get ready for a video about that, another trip. So I think I might do another video like this where I introduce Itami Airport, which is in the north part of Osaka. Actually, I don't think it's in Osaka at all. It's in just in Hyogo Prefecture, just very close to Osaka. So check that out soon. So I hope that was interesting. If you have any other questions about the airports, then let me know in the comments, and leave a comment anyway. I need some engagement in my channel, otherwise people think it's really boring and hate it. So like this video if you can, leave a comment, subscribe, share this to all your friends who are coming to Osaka soon. I'd appreciate that a lot. And otherwise, take care, and if you're coming to Japan soon, have a safe flight, and see you in Osaka. Okay, see you next time. Bye.